Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we're going to be going into the runes just to do a quick little short. All I could do was a short for the Apprentices because of the options I had available. We're going to be going in with, say, the Phantasma because 1, I want to level her up, and 2, I want to get this worn letter paper procking a little bit more, seeing if I can't get a Phantasma trinket for her because... Looking really quickly, this is the only other trinket I have for her specifically. So I'd like to get a few more. She's one of those characters that has 2 moves, so she gets her entire kit equipped. So I'll be using various moves at various places, and it depends upon the situation. Otherwise, worn letter paper just gives her less stress, which is kind of good. Just because of, all those things that can stress in the runes. And then we have the Earth Amulet, which is plus accuracy for range skills, and Quake once per battle. It'll expend all my blazing protection to heal the party for 7% of their max HP, and plus an additional percent per blazing protection, which usually I get her around 30%, so that's pretty good. It'll heal for about 40% of their health if I can get it up there in certain fights. That being said, Quake is a ranged move and I have to move her back 2 slots because she is in row 1. And then I'm going to be bringing Barristan in finally, because I haven't been using him very often. So he's going to be having Crush, Rampart, Retribution, and Bolster, just mainly using Retribution and Bolster depending upon the situation. And then we're going to have Issues Fortification for plus protection on him, plus damage while he's marked, which Retribution marks him. And there's a few targets in there that can mark him as well, so I might not have the Retribution spam to keep that up. He'll have 50% damage reflection, so on top of getting the Retribution riposte attack back, he'll be reflecting the damage that's put onto him. And for the slight price of having minus 20 dodge, so he's not going to have any dodge. And then on the other fact of, on being hit, self-mark target, so he's always going to be marked. And then through the longevity eye patch on him, so any action, he'll heal himself for 3 HP. It's pretty nice. I'm then going to try something new with the Exanimate. This is our new one because Damien died, so we have Darian. He's going to have Punish, Deathless, Lash's Gift, and Necrosis. Seems like the normal kit I bring for the support Exanimate, right? Except for the fact that I have Seal of the Scourge, which steals Bleed and Blight from friendly target skills, pluses his max HP, and minuses 50% of any damage taken from Bleed and Blight. Then I have this Warlock's Masterpiece from the Vermintide. So damage taken from Bleed and Blight minus 50%. So I'm hoping, we'll see if this is actually what happens, because otherwise Darian's going to die very, very quickly, that this is going to negate any damage from Bleed and Blight. He also takes less damage from hunger, obstacles, and friendly attacks if anything were to happen with that. Bleed and Blight can't be cured, but at the same time he shouldn't be taking any damage from that. And on any action he will transfer Bleed and Blight from the party, and also plus healing received on him. So, he's going to be taking all the dots onto himself and then just going, ha, I don't take damage. That's the thought. We'll see if it actually works. And then, Deathless to heal, Lash's Gift to heal himself, Necrosis to heal himself and do a little bit of damage. Otherwise we just have Punish, which is Punish. It might do something, it might not. Then we're going to be bringing in Audrey because I've been neglecting the Grave Robber. So she has Flashing Daggers, Throw and Dagger, Poison Dart, mainly using Poison Dart here, and Toxin Trickery. We have her equipped with the Knife Pouch, so plus 25% damage on her ranged skills, and anytime she hits with a ranged hit, she'll get plus speed, as well as Lucky Talisman, so the lower her health, the higher her dodge. She starts with 10, could get up to 30 with the Lucky Talisman. So that's the plan, to go into the runes. Maybe we'll find something fun in there, maybe it's just going to be a static run. So then, for those of you who didn't catch this in the last episode, but did see Rex here die, I did get this from the Beyond, and my choices were level 0 heroes or to bring back Rex. So we did bring him back. The unfortunate part about that is that all of his skills and everything went down to, and his equipment went down to level 1. I think I just upgraded this for whatever reason. So I am going to have to put a lot of money to get Rex up and running again. But Rex is back from the dead, thankfully. Just because of sheer dumb luck here. I'm not counting on that for any of the other heroes, but it was a really nice thing to get our boy back. So, for those of you wondering why Rex is back on the roster, this would be why we got that event. So now, let's do this.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Alright, so I did bring the Kraken ribbons to level everyone up here faster, so we're just going to pop this on everyone. And then we'll go down. Looks like fairly straightforward. So all we have to do is really go. Now, I also did calculate how much of everything I needed, so I might be taking a few more heirlooms just to get them done. Now, we got the Bone Knight right away. We're not going to bleed him. I'm not going to get through this rubble. So we're just going to blight him down. Poison Dart. Then going to punish. I don't think he can do bleeding. At least not like this, so we're fine. Ooh. Still hit with that. Gonna get the Retribution going for the mark. And then with her, I wanted to do the Unrepentant to up his damage. And then we're going to Half Moon Slash. Blighting him again. We're going to punish. He's bled for 14, or bladed for 14 rather. Dismounting. All that goes on the horse now. Since we have Retribution, we're going to bolster up our dodge even more.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
Of course he challenges her. Then, how much would this actually do? Only 7 to 9. Let's do Blazing Bulwark to get the plus protection at first use. Then we're going to Half Moon Slash him. Specifically going at the Bone Knight. I Poison Dart the horse again. It's going to go down very, very quickly. Then we're going to re-up Retribution. Get the Aegis off. Didn't realize that would crit heal. Then we're gonna do Punish. He can't even hit the one he challenged. If I do Full Moon, no. So we're gonna do Licorice to move back. No one really needed the stress heal. And then we're going to move back by 1 so I can use Quake and heal everyone next turn. If it gets there. So let's blight him. He's going to go down. Retribution, smack the rubble. 1 whole damage out of the 300 health. Horse down.
Gently. This is how a life
Going to do. We don't really need to heal. Let's just do this and finish him off. That heals Darian. That's one person I actually wanted healed. So, Necrosis it is. Now taking the, we'll just take everything, but we got the Counter Strike, we got Plated Greaves, and we got a bag of marbles. All of which I will trade out the moment I get something more valuable. I'll even trade them out for heirlooms at this point, because I have a few Counter Strikes. So let's go this way. Dig through the rubble.
Even the cold
Surprised that boss went so cleanly. Usually they don't. Don't think anyone here gets me extra loot, so just take whatever.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Down we go. They can eat. I'm gonna torch up again. And then, what's in here? I'll take the torch, which we'll use immediately. More blood, more money, and the citrines, which I'm probably going to throw out soon. gonna go up to that curio there, then all we have to do is go that way. I mean, this is why we brought the medicinal herbs.
Packs laden with loot.
Trade that out for the bus, which I only need a few, less than 200 of. I think it's like 170 something if I can read my notes there. So every little bit helps. Torch through the mist, which is from the creeping mist if you don't know. Holy water that. I don't really need miscreants for reward, however, it'll at least sell for more than the money. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, a full stack of gold will sell for more than that, but at this point I'm not sure I'm going to get that stack of gold. As soon as I go for the torch, we hit a trap. That's how it always goes. What was right here? Oh, that was torches. Lovely. And we're going to take everything here. Well, that I can. Let's see. There's a treasure room there, so I don't want to get rid of the key. However, I can get rid of the shovels. Oh, collector. The two things I've actually fought in here are like mini bosses or whatever. So let's blade him. I'm gonna try to stun him. So that's a 120% chance. So 70 because of his resistances. He's stunned, he's bladed. We're going... Okay. We don't need to heal, so punish does more. I was curious about that. We're gonna do Blazing Bulwark into Half Moon Slash. Blading him again. He's got 10 blight on him. We're going to smack him with Punish. That's 14.
A brilliant
and he drops on his next turn. So we get to do whatever. I was kind of hoping that she would go after Varys down there. Let's Licorice get stressed down. And then let's do Bellringer because these highwaymen can suck and maybe I'll stun it. Nope. Upping dodge. So he has 14 blight and 13 health. He goes down. I just want to make sure the vessel doesn't heal him at this point. So stunning her. And collect her down.
is often blind to its own peril.
Easy peasy.
Seize this momentum.
Alright, we can get rid of it. I think the medicinal herbs are the ones that are better to get rid of here. There's more of a chance of using the holy water if there's like a curio in the next room after this. Alright, so let's take out these courtiers if I can, just because of the stress. I'm gonna stun the... I can't stun the animated armor. But what we can do is stun and move the Bone Torturer back. That way more people can hit Bone Courtier. The Unrepentant on Darian because he'll do more damage then. And then we'll Half Moon on the Courtier. Which then, taking him out, one less thing stressing us.
Maintain the offensive.
Now, if the Bone Torturer does the Iron Maiden and gets a bleed off, I'll get to test if the thing works on Darien there. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let's do Retribution. Necrosis to heal. Because we were going to get hit by the riposte. I'm going to Full Moon Slash him.
Press disadvantage.
Taking out our Blazing Protection, but took him out. Gonna Blight the Torturer, who has a little health left after that. But might as well take him out. I wanted to test this, but it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
Success so clearly.
Continue adventuring. We'll use the key here.
Trick of the light.
Taking what we can again. I'm gonna go up to that battle room, which means I can get rid of that key. And we can leave the one bust. We can eat. Don't need that at all, so I can get rid of any of this stuff after the fight. And alright. So I'm just gonna drop that. Then we're going to Blight
Of men.
at Arbalest because they can do the most damage here, I think. Punishing the animated armor to put a blight on him as well. Unrepentant to get more damage on Damien or Darien. Then we're going to Half Moon the animated armor. On being hit, mark self. We're gonna Retribution. Get the mark going for now. That way he has all his stuff from the fortification going. So 9 damage back, then 2 because of reflection. And lighting the one in row 4. I believe he drops. I can crush, hit the one. Animated armor goes down.
Destroy them all.
He drops on next turn, so just have the Bone Defender left.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
We're going to punish. And we're going to Full Moon Slash to try to get War and Letter Paper to proc, which it did not. Unfortunate. Trading all this stuff out because it's worth more, and that is case closed.
The shifted corridors and
It was a short, so I mean, I wasn't expecting too much there. But we did get 11,000 gold, and we brought a good amount of heirlooms back, which, now that I know exactly how much I need for every district and every upgrade I want in the Hamlet, that's nice to have. Considering I need 1,500 crests to finish things off. That's gonna help. Alright, so say you got Warrior of Light, plus 10% damage if above 75% torch. Airstun got Reckless, which is 5 crit, but plus 15% damage received, which actually is very good for him. If he uses Issues Fortification or anything with damage reflect. He also got Beast Slayer, which is accuracy and crit versus beast. Darien got Clotter, so bleed resistance, and Audrey somehow got Deep Burn, which is minus bleed, blight resistance, minus 15%, and 25% disease resistant. We will be getting that off. And Barristan and Audrey hit level 3. All in all, for a short dungeon that I took almost no stress damage on, I'd say that was pretty good. So I'm going to throw Audrey in the medical ward, get Deep Burn off. I'm going to check the stagecoach really quick, which I don't see anyone I need. So that being said, there's a short and a long there. And those are the only dungeons I can do other than this one over here that I'm not gonna bother with. So this doesn't really get me anything. So that being said, it's Vermintide time. We'll go for the long, I think, here. These two can work as healers pretty well. So if we're gonna have Blight, Esmeralda is actually really good. Yeah, it's armor piercing, so I need someone that does bleeding and I can get her popping off on. So if I have Boudica, that might not work well, just because a lot of her things she wants to be in row 1 for, and then Say is going to move forward a lot. But on the other hand, I can keep upping Boudica's damage with Say using the Unrepentant. I might not hit row 4, but I can still hit row 3. I can't use Bleed Out. I want Wicked Hack, just because I'm going to have lack of moves to use. We're going to have If It Bleeds, Breakthrough, and probably we'll have the Emergency Heal. I'm not going to take you out for the stun. Accuracy and crit if Torch below 26, we're going to go for that. And plus Bleed Chance, sure. Actually, we have better trinkets for Bleed Chance, don't we? I know I use this one a lot, but just like a side-by-side comparison here, I can use the Blood Rush Pendant, which will up the healing Adrenaline Rush does, which I only use in emergency. So I'm only using that to really get her off of Death's Door, or if something is going to already be dead and like I have nothing else to do. And then plus 20% bleed chance, or I can throw on the Whip of Domination for plus 30% bleed chance and all this other stuff. I think that's more worth it, even if we're losing the max HP. And then on Esmeralda, I'm actually going to throw on the Ancestors map, so we have a little bit of scouting in here. I'm pretty sure we have some decent trinkets for her if I can find them. So I can get ranged accuracy, I can get a bunch of dodge depending upon her health again, or I can try to get more scouting. I'm going to double check this, because depending upon what the accuracy is, I'll use one of two trinkets. So say we're just going to go down the board, leveling everything up. Boudica, we're going to get Wicked Hack, everything we're using. Darian's fine. Esmeralda, okay, she can get the accuracy upgrade here, which is another 5. What else is she using? She can use that in row 4. She cannot use Undercut in row 4. So we're going to change that out to, let's say, Dazzle, which will then, upgrading this upgrades the stun chance. Weapon upgrades for everyone. Alright, so with her having 100 accuracy on Expunge, I feel alright doing this. So we're going to trade out the Black Fortuna for the True Way Pendulum, so I have even more scouting chance. I'm not sure these entirely stack, but we're about to find out. But this has a plus party surprise chance, but as long as I'm scouting, I don't get surprised. So that's kind of the thought there, but otherwise I should have about a 40% scouting chance and 40% trap disarm chance, so I can just rely on her to disarm all that stuff. Still using Darian. We're going to see if the Warlock's Masterpiece actually works. Boudica's filling in for Baristan, and she's going to be doing mainly If It Bleeds or a Wicked Hack. Breakthrough if I can take out a few enemies at once. And then Say's doing the same stuff. And then for that we're going to get Busts and the Bottled Junk, which is plus dodge, plus healing received if stealth, and plus 8% crits received. Kind of a big downside for the upside. Then I did get another district that gives me ribbons. So now we have the Altar ribbon, which user plus 15% healing received for the quest, and 10% stun resistance. Now remember, I don't get district bonuses. I have to use these to get the somewhat equivalent of a district bonus. So if that seems a little broken, it's because it's a consumable, and otherwise I wouldn't get the bonus. We're going to take shovels, anti-venom, bandages gets me buffs, medicinal herbs are good in here. I'm going to need torches just to get through stuff. Can't remember if it's holy water or laudanum that activates something in there. And then we're going to bring Kraken ribbons to level everyone up once again. Alright, so we're going to pop the Kraken ribbons. The reason I brought holy water and laudanum is I can't remember which one I need to use on a certain curio to get rid of negative quirks, but we'll find that out rather quickly. So the plan here is for me to go down, then up and around like that, just so I can get everything. We're going to use medicinal herbs on this, so I can get the advanced medical supplies for emergencies. Here are rats. So we're going to start off by doing If It Bleeds on the one in row 2. That's a miss. Lovely. We're going to do Piercing Dagger then on the one in row 3, so I get extra crit against it next turn. As long as I don't take anyone out, I think that striker actually goes down, so I can switch my focus to something else. Let's blight this one. Then let's do the Unrepentant on Boudica, just so she does extra damage when she hits. And we're going to do Half Moon Slash on this one. I just don't want corpses for that Black Hunger right now is the thing. Oh, I can't use Expunge in this spot either. Interesting. That's fine. So we'll bleed this one down. Because if I change Darien to roll 4, he can't do anything for an attack either, so this will be better. This still gets them all leveled up. Take out the striker.
Eradicated.
Actually hit. Nice. You get to move back.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
1 second. And we might as well try to finish this up, so Full Moon Slash. Darn. Does that still expend the Blazing Protection? It does not. Okay. Let's Dazzle. Try to stun him. I'm just going to heal with her because I want to try to do that Full Moon Slash again. We might not get it off. The way I want to, at least. This is only 7 to 10, so Darien will have to finish off. Unfortunate. I was trying to proc the
Give them no quarter.
7% on kill, get a trinket thing. Alright, but nonetheless, we're done there.
So too will resistance.
Gladly take the money for now. And this is actually the trinket I was looking for. Or not the trinket, the curio. So we're going to do If It Bleeds, hitting the Fire Thrower, because screw him. Let's bleed for 2. Gonna dazzle them. I can then punish the Clanneret Shieldbearer, blighting him. He goes down pretty quickly. Then we're going to do the Unrepentant on her. Just for when she hits harder. And we're going to do Half Moon, taking out the Shield Rat.
Confidence surges as the enemy
Rocking this, hopefully. Alright, then we're going to bleed the Night Runner. Bleed takes him out. Meaning Boudica can't hit a thing, so we're just going to take out the corpse. We're going to heal her.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
And Full Moon here.
Back to the pit.
Just trying as much as I can. Bleed takes out the Warpfire Thrower, so I don't really need to do anything here. So if I do Lash's Gift, that's plus stress. Screw it.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
Ooh,
blossoms.
we actually did get the proc. Wooden Horn for the Phantasma. Plus accuracy if position 1, plus accuracy if in position 2, plus guard duration, and on skill use buff self, plus 4% blazing protection. So I'm going to trade this out, and then I'm going to put the Wooden Horn on until I need to use Quake to heal myself. We're going to take what we can, and then I think actually what I'm going to do is just pop the medical supplies so I can use the deed. And emeralds are going to be worth more than the gold. And there isn't all that much to explore, and I'm going to keep scouting. So I'm gonna use one of our firewoods. Just eating till we're full.
It's a goal without hope.
I'm gonna use Insight on Boudica just so she can hit. Safe and sound. I'm gonna keep that in mind. Just need 3 for it. Alright, so we're just gonna do safe and sound. Getting stressed down. Nighttime ambush protection because it's a 100% chance to ambush in the Warpstone mines. And then raid the wagon. So extra shovel. Extra shovel. And an extra torch won't hurt. Then we can just do, where was it? Pep talk, because she's probably going to take more stress than anyone else. And we'll be done with that.
The way is lit.
Who has a very bad quirk to get rid of? Let's get rid of Ashen, yeah? It's holy water, so I can get rid of the Laudanum. I'm going to go to the curio here, check it out. And then we're going to go up and around.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous.
I forgot to turn off the torch for Boudica because of one of her trinkets there. Ooh, rat ogre.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Okay, taking out slave rat soldier. Unrepentant. And then let's half moon him. Maybe we'll get something else.
Destroy them.
Then let's start bleed. We can stun the rat ogre. Let's do that. And then blight the soldier. Unfortunately, the black hunger goes off, but it's not horrible there. Gonna piercing dagger him. That way he's bleeding. Wicked hack, finishing him up. Well, Say really has something to say to you now. We're gonna do Blazing Bulwark. And then we're going to do Half Moon on him.
Their formation is broken.
Now we have a bunch of Blazing Protection to take him out if it gets there. But we are going to do Deathless to heal. Bleeding him further. 6 around. If it bleeds. So now he goes down on his turn.
A victory.
Taking what we can. I do need these, so... Do I even have a bad quirk to get rid of? Not really. So we'll trade out the holy water. Just popping that on, say, for now. Taking the money, we can't take the money. Alright, cool. Leaving that. We might get to use the torch. There's also food in there, which is interesting. Were they cooking using the scones? We have shovels. Probably should have gotten rid of the extra shovels there for the money, but that's fine. And do we get more heirlooms I need? Portrait's alright, and Sapphire was not expecting to find in there. Trade out the shovel that I mentioned.
Watch your step.
Alright, so we'll get to test that bleed thing, but we'll do Breakthrough for now. Piercing Dagger, let's take out Yeah, we don't need to do that. This has a higher hit rate. We'll take out one of the wolf rats. So now Damien should take the bleed. Then he should not receive any of it. Let's take out the halberdier. He transferred the bleed. We're going to Unrepentant for the damage, just in case she can hit that halberdier and just take him out in one hit. The half moon slash wolf rat. And finish off the halberdier. I'm good with that. And we got the blue licorice.
Expedition at least promises success.
Pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. We can get rid of this. Then we'll just leave the rest just in case. Oh, he got rid of the bleed. Interesting. I wasn't expecting the bleed on him to go away after the fight. Doesn't say anything about that, does it? Anywho, I have the bandages just because of plus damage. I don't think I'm gonna need that plus damage looking at things. Still have the anti-venom just in case I get blighted. Taking what we can, which is nothing. Moving on along. Okay. So let's hit the rattling gunner. Screw the rattling gunner. We're going to then piercing dagger him. He goes down. This will be a decent test for this, I suppose. We'll do Deathless to heal her. And stealing the blight. We'll do Blazing Bulwark to move forward. And then Half Moon on the Shield Bearer.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Unfortunate about the heal, but that's fine. Going to hit the Globadier just because I don't like him. The bleed should take him out. Then going to hit the Slave Rat Soldier. Yeah, we'll do if it bleeds just to get the bleed onto the Shield Rat. So he still does take damage from Blight. However, it might be minimally reduced. I don't know because it's 2 for 2 and he only took 1 there. It might only be able to be reduced by 50%. I thought it was worth a test. It sounded fun.
By inches.
She can take out the Shield Bearer.
Decimated.
Soldier Rat's not. Oh, we might have a problem. So, previously, I had this crashing issue when I was doing this with the Duelist. So, goes to show that things might not be fixed. Or it might go like across every trinket that does that. I have to actually look that up and see if it's the same modder who did that. Alright, so it's not the same mod maker, but they might have the same mod base for the worn letter paper there. So we'll see kind of what happens. Did that hit originally happen? We'll see. Anyway, how much health is he at? 9. I might be able to take him out with Half Moon, is what I'm thinking. And then see if it still crashes. So we'll get some stress down. And then we'll half moon. That won't take him out. I think what happened is when I used the full moon slash on the turn 1, it crashed it. Healing her. Stealing that bleed, which I guess won't go away. And then we're going to do breakthrough to hit them.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And taking what we can.
Creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
And we'll just leave the rest. Just go for this.
A handsome reward.
Taking what we can and leave the money.
Performed.
Didn't realize I had deeds on me for some reason. We'll just leave all that then. Wicked Hack might just take out a soldier, so I was going to go for it. We can then Piercing Dagger to take out this one. I'm going to have to move Darien. And then we can Unrepentant. And Half Moon Slash.
Continually
So that doesn't seem to crash things.
destroy.
It might have only crashed it because I got a trinket on the Full Moon Slash. Because that's what was actually happening with the Duelist, if I remember correctly. Is it was only crashing with a specific move. And you got the trinket. So that might bear some testing and some notifications to some mod makers. Let's hit the one in row 3. It bleeds out.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
I'm gonna need to heal Say. So Deathless. And then she can full moon take this guy out.
Back to the pit.
Didn't get a trinket, but it didn't crash.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We still need the torches just in case to get some stuff there. Just trying to think if I want to take the Jade. Yeah, we might as well. We're kind of early on. We got a few battles to go. I'm gonna try to get mutated on Say. Well, I mean, normally I'd take it, but I can't. No room. And no gems that I actually needed. Alright, here's a collector.
Twisted and made
So let's just whack them a little bit. Let's pull them into row 2 or 3, I think. Because he doesn't have much move resistance, so that's gonna help me out. Gonna heal Say just in case. Then we're gonna do the Unrepentant on her. Into Half Moon Slash onto the Collector. We're then gonna try to move him again so everyone can hit him. Yeah, that might get nasty with 2 highwaymen there. We'll see. How much damage would this do? Right, let's do that to get blazing protection, and then we're going to do Half Moon Slash again. And next turn we'll probably finish him up. Let's do Wicked Hack on him. just because of crit chance.
Devastating blow.
And I do need to heal. I'm gonna try to get the
Well struck.
thing on say here, so one moment. We'll line that up. Let's get rid of the Vestal just so she doesn't heal.
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
I didn't catch how much damage he took from that, but we're gonna heal again. And full moon.
A predator is often blind to its own peril.
No trinket again, but no crash. Also gonna trade that out, methinks.
Fall.
Bypassing that because I don't got the thing for it anymore. Alright, let's take out the Warp Fire Thrower, just because the blight it can do. Next up is the Striker. So let's do Unrepentant to move forward, upping Boudica's damage. Then we'll do Half Moon just so we don't spend that Blazing Protection, because we're not going to take him out. Then we can do Punish, take him out. And there should be 2 less rats there. Ouchie. So let's do the stun so I can get at the halberdier. If it bleeds. Ah, we missed. Full moon might take out shield bearer.
Annihilated. Mortality.
I'm gonna heal Darian here.
Strike.
So Lash's gift, upping damage on her. Very nice. And then just take him out.
Executed with impunity.
Alright.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a
Not getting my buffs from this anymore. So we'll take the ruby. And then I'm gonna feast for the stress. I still have 2 things there. And we'll take the money. So then, insight, so she has accuracy. We're then gonna do safe and sound for the minus stress. And do I really want to do any of these? Not really. So we're gonna do pep talk and then raid the wagon 3 times. So I'll take the food, take the torch, and I can use the food.
The match is strong.
I'll
A blazing
get this before I
star is
forget,
born.
which is bust. Do I want to take that? Screw it. Dig through this. Gonna go back down to that.
Arrows may
So now
indeed
we're torchless,
shadows, but yonder, a glint
which
of
is
gold.
black. And we need the striker down first, it looks like.
The abyss returns.
So
even
if it bleeds,
gaze.
well, corpses bleed too, I suppose. Piercing dagger on the rat ogre, getting him bleeding. Just gonna swipe at the rat there. Blight will take him out eventually if I don't like Half Moon Slash it, which might be the better idea just to get extra trinket on her if we can. And it'll take less damage.
terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
By bleeding him out. Just gonna continue that because he has 100% stun resistance right now. Then this would do up to 18 before crit. So if I use it on the second action, it does less damage. Okay. We're gonna go for it. He bleeds out now. Let's do Deathless to heal up.
A victory. Perhaps the
And nada. Alright. Default party order. Let's do the chest. Which is trapped, of course. And we'll get to walk around with that. It's only taking 1 damage. So, I mean, it's not the worst in the world. Oh, I was not expecting to find a Shambler here.
horror.
That's lovely. We're gonna do... How does this work? It does not move her forward, but this would... I got an idea. Okay. So we're just gonna do... If it bleeds, I probably should have done Adrenaline Rush, but that's fine. Do Expunge for the damage. Then Unrepentant on her, so she does more damage. Into Half Moon Slash on the Shambler.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Can only move forward by 1. We'll pass the turn for now. I didn't want to take damage to heal like 2. Then we're going to do Breakthrough to move her forward.
The ground quakes.
Piercing Dagger to bleed the Shambler.
Masterfully executed.
Moving you forward. Already did the Unrepentant, but we can... let's do Blazing Bulwark to get more Blazing Protection. And then take out the Sycophant there with Half Moon Slash. I'm not sure if these count towards the on monster kill gain Phantasma trinket, but I mean, might as well while we can, right? Kind of excited to see him take all that blight away. See what happens to him. So, bleeding the Shambler. Got 6 bleed now. If it bleeds, and it will. That's some more. Gonna do Full Moon Slash on him. Yeah, because if I don't take him out with that, the bleed will. And then we're just going to punish one of these, because I should then transfer all the bleed and blight.
A decisive
1 down. He takes all that. He takes 4 damage around now.
It could be dismissed as a fever dream, if not for the corpses.
And we're just gonna do this. Bleeding it. And then I'll take it down with the Phantasma. So let's do... Actually, how much does Quake do? Minus 70, okay. Unrepentant gives her more in this situation, I believe. And then Full Moon takes it out.
Another one falls.
A defender seal.
A trifling victory, but a victory.
Yeah, we'll leave all that. Shambler down. Was not expecting the Shambler here. That's for sure. Very nice scouts. So let's bleed the striker. That way, he won't stun us. I do breakthrough. I'll take him. No, let's not do that. Let's bleed the halberdier because it hits the back row. Unrepentant. Half Moon taking out the Clanner at halberdier. We're gonna punish the shield bearer. Okay, I need to heal Boudica there. Totally forgot that his blight wore off at the end of that fight because it's not how it's exactly worded. Let's take out the poison wind.
Eradicated. The slow death, unforeseen.
Bleeding this little guy. So he's taking more damage than he's healing. However, he's gonna eat that corpse, so we're just gonna take him out.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Alright, onward we go. Bypassing that. We're gonna try again with this. I do have to go to the right because 100% of room battles. We can eat. Esmeralda's very good with traps, so I don't have to do that extra fight. Owners have returned. It's always a chance, but I got greedy. So we're going to do breakthrough to get her moving forward. We're going to do entangle hitting halberdier in the back because I don't want any of them healing with Black Hunger. We're then going to do Unrepentant on Boudica so she gets a little bit of damage back, moving, say, forward. And then I can half Moon Slash, taking or putting damage onto the shield bearer. Alright, let's heal Boudica like I had stated. Say might get stunned. Stumbled, okay. So we're gonna do breakthrough. You down.
Power.
Deathless healing, say. Unrepentant again. Into half Moon Slash on the shield bearer. Just striker left, which I'm going to do entangle on because I believe that does more, yeah? And that's the fight. Taking what we can, gladly taking those emeralds and the deeds, and we'll leave the rest. I'd say that was worth it for what was in there. Alright, we got some wolf rats and we got some shield bearers who might guard the wolf rats. This will be interesting. Breakthrough.
Be gone, fiend.
One down. Wolf rats don't leave corpses, so I don't have to be careful about taking them out, but I will bleed back. You're gonna move forward. Unrepentant again to get the damage back that I just lost because minus 10% damage there from using breakthrough. And then it's a chance, but it's not a good chance to take out the shield bearer.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Okay, breakthrough again.
A powerful blow.
Punish the wolf rat. It blights out. You can take out shield bearer just because I don't want it eating the corpse.
The blood.
And then blazing bulwark into full moon slash, I think, is what we're gonna do. Actually, no, half moon has better accuracy. We'll go with that. Taking that, leaving the money,
Momentum.
and we got 3 more rooms to go. Another jade. You can use the food to heal, and then we'll leave that. They can eat. 1 food check left to get through this if I need to. Oh, was not expecting this. Pleasantly surprised. Well, we're gonna wicked hack on the treasurer to try to take him out. He's got 4 health left. This shouldn't be too hard. Unrepentant on her, just to up damage. 82% chance to hit the treasure. Now we might have a chance at a decent trinket. He's got a few good ones, so I'm looking forward to that. A piercing dagger hitting the bloodletter, bleeding him before he bleeds us. We're gonna punish him, so he's blighted. Gonna entangle the Fusilier there in the back, moving it forward. If it bleeds on bloodletter, he'll drop, so full moon slash. Oh, we missed.
The bigger the beast, the greater.
And then we can punish taking this one out. Not the trinket I was hoping for.
So too.
But we did get a trinket. Now, I do wish it would tell me here if I was completing a quest, because I would trade out the food for the money stack. Or the shovels. Actually, I might still do the shovels. Ah, I was right. Okay. Looks like there's 2 more rooms. I don't want to get rid of the food, but that's my only supplies left. Gonna disarm this little bugger. Don't know how we disarm that trap, but sure. Because there's literally like rats hiding under a mat. Do we just step on the rats? Okay, there's no strikers to take out. We'll just do if it bleeds on the one in the back. If it bleeds, he goes down. We'll then do piercing dagger. Actually, no, let's draw him in closer so I can take him out.
A death by inches.
Then going to blight the shield bearer, just so he's easier to get through. And then we're going to do... This gives me more blazing protection to start with, so we'll do blazing bulwark into half moon slash onto the globadier. I was hoping that would take it out. Now the shield bearer is going to eat the corpse that I just made. That's fine though. Then if I do breakthrough, I'll hit them both.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
And piercing dagger to finish up. I actually can't hold more jades. Interesting.
Brought low and into the mud.
There's only one tile in there that can be food, like a food check. So let's just do this. I'm gonna regret that, but alright. Rattling gunner, warp fire thrower, shield bearer. We're gonna get the rattling gunner in the back, blood. Finishing off that bleed. Nope. I'm tempted to make him explode, but I don't feel that's the best plan of action here, knowing I have one more fight. I do half moon slash onto the rattling gunner. He'll probably bleed out next turn. Yeah, screw it. I can take the damage. As only up to Damien should get hurt from this, and all of them get hurt. Does that create a corpse? It does, rather than him bleeding out though, so the shield bearer there will heal, but we did essentially just one hit the warp fire thrower, which is a nice little gimmick. The farther back he is, the less of the party he hits, which is nice to know. It's just a one bleed. Oh, wicked hack. Okay, this is worth more than that. I should have taken the jades over the onyx. I'm gonna regret doing this now too, because I'm gonna find an onyx now, but this is worth more for the time being. I do need money right now, so I'm not going to take the extra crusts. I can get those while doing veteran. Okay, bleeding rattling gunner. Let's finish him off. He'll bleed out. Just smacking the Globadier. I wasn't expecting it to go down, but its health is low enough for Say now. I think he just bladed his party too. And he didn't get any of us. Blazing Bulwark for the extra damage. Just, it does 21 Blazing Protection rather than 8. And her stuff stacks with Blazing Protection, so that's why we're doing it that way. And we're going to take out the Globadier. Now we'll do breakthrough here, just to be able to hit the rat in row 3. If I do Unrepentant, she's going to get more damage. I move forward. And then I can still take out the shield bearer.
Inspiration.
And then just taking out the halberdier. And what did I say about the onyx? I have enough warpstone for now. We can leave the rest, I think. Just double checking here. Yeah, nothing I'd rather have. I'm gonna check this chest here, which I expect to be trapped. And we got the jade. Kind of makes up for it. Alright, so we did get the bottled junk, which is bottled ship essentially, or the Corsair. So when I use her, I might get a trinket with the extra dodge if I decide to use that. We got 21,000 gold. and the plethora of heirlooms that I've been trying to collect just to finish things off, because once I collect all those, I never have to pick one up again. Say hit level 3 and Esmeralda hit level 3, so they're now in veteran levels. Darian hit level 2, Boudica's almost level 2. Say got Sunward Tactician, Esmeralda got Luckware, which is really good for her, so we're probably going to lock that. And then Boudica got Love Interest, so we're going to get rid of that. And then all of them need a little bit of stress treatment, if I remember right, so not necessarily. I can probably leave Say alone for now.
Compared to the condition of surrounding.
Then go to the Sanatorium, lock Esmeralda's Luckware in. Because with Luckware, she gets crit, dodge, and scouting chance, an extra scouting chance, so she's going to have an extra 8% scouting chance between these two now, on top of whatever trinkets I put on her. Is awesome. I think that does cap out eventually, I just don't remember the exact numbers. And then Boudica needs Love Interest off. She also did get Executioner, which is kind of interesting, but we're not going to block that. We'll throw Darian in here, just because he's above like 50. Might as well do it on Say. Let's check the stagecoach. So it doesn't look like anyone here is what I need. Nor the Nomad Wagon. However, that being said, we do have 200 crests again. So it might be worth taking a look at what I can grab here, just to get some of these things stacking up. Or I should probably do this first, actually. We're gonna fully upgrade the Sanitarium. So that's now maxed out. And then, was the Abbey maxed out? It is not. We're gonna get the Penance Hall up to where it was, so everything else there. Now he gets a little bit more stress recovery. A little late for this, but reducing the treatment cost in the Cloister there. The next one gets me the 3rd slot. That's why we're kind of going after those.
A tonic against the bloodshed.
We're probably going to continue with the leveling up of Apprentices next time, just because we still got a few of them, like Tardif here. I'd like to get Nubis back up. We could get Gordon going, and then we might have a marking party go into the, oh no, we can still do it this way. We'll see what I want to do, but I'll probably be bringing a pseudo marking party with Gordon along with it, just because I want to level up the leper a little bit more and go from there. So probably a few more apprentice things, but as you can see, that list is getting shorter and shorter. So pretty soon we're going to be just doing apprentice or veterans, and then if anyone dies in veterans, I'm only going to hire them if they're level 3 or higher. I think they can actually only be at level 3 with the mods I have. I didn't get anything to... Yeah, it can only be resolve level 3. So if anyone dies after that, on the rare occasion that a level 3 pops up, is what's going to be replacing them, just so I don't have to go back to leveling in apprentice levels. And we'll go from there, because we're almost at the veteran stuff, and then after that we're actually pushing into champion, just because of how many of them I already have, and then just finish up all the bosses. And yeah, things are picking up pretty quickly here, so I like that. And we'll just see where the next few episodes lead with the whole leveling fiascos. That'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.